Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back with me, Miss Ira, in the presentation of Language Assessment, Principle and Classroom Practices. All right, today we are going to discuss about Chapter 9, Assessing Writing. Okay, let's get started. Okay, these are the table of content. The first is genre of writing. And then genre of writing, there are academic writing, job-related writing, and personal writing. Academic writing is papers and general report or essays, and then journal, thesis, and a dissertation. And then the example of job-related writing is messages or letters, emails, memos, reports, labels, sign, advertisement, and announcements. And what about personal writing? All right, this is the example of personal writing. There are greeting cards and then invitations, notes, text from diaries, fiction, and then personal journal. And then the second is types of writing performance. Types of writing performance. The first is imitative, the second is intensive, the third is responsive, and the fourth is extensive. Okay, imitative, it's a level at which learners are trying to master the mechanic of writing, just like from letters, words, punctuation, and brief sentences. It's the primary, while context and meaning are of secondary concern. And then intensive, it includes skills in purchasing appropriate vocabulary, collocation, idioms, and correct grammatical features. Most assessment tasks are concerned with a vacuous and form. And then the third is responsive. At this level, form vacuous attention is mostly at the discourse level, with a strong emphasis on context and meaning. Assessment tasks require learners connect sentences into a paragraph and create a sequence of 2 or 3 paragraphs. And then the last is extensive. Extensive writing requires using all the process and strategy of writing to write an essay, a term paper, a project report, or even a thesis. Okay, next, the third is designing assessment task for imitative writing. Okay, task in handwriting letters, words, and then punctuation. For example, is copy the words pit, pet, pot, kin, tin, and pin. Okay, and then listening close selection task. The test takers listen a passage and then write the missing words. Okay, so the test takers listen a passage and then write the missing words. And then the next activity is picture cute task. Familiar pictures are displayed. So the teacher displayed a picture and then test takers are told to write the word that the picture presents. Okay, and the next is form completion task. The use of a simple form, just like registration, application, and then etc. That ask for name, address, phone number, and other data. And then the last is converting numbers and abbreviations to word, just like 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. to converting numbers to words. So write it down in alphabet. And then Tuesday, and then the name of the street. Okay, and then next, spelling task and detecting phoneme griffin correspondences. The first is spelling test, the second is picture cue task, and then multiple choice techniques. For example, he washed his hand with A soap, B soap, C soap, and T soup. Matching phonetic symbol. Yeah. You must choose the answer and then matching the phonetic symbol. And the fourth is designing assessment task for intensive writing. Okay, designing assessment tasks for intensive writing include display the competence in grammar, vocabulary, or sentence formation, and then not necessarily to convey meaning for authentic purpose. And then these are the activity for intensive writing. The first is dictation and TikTok count. Dictation is the rendition in writing of what one hears orally, and the TikTok count, a paragraph is read at normal speed, usually 2 or 3 times. Then the teacher asks students to rewrite the paragraph from the best of their recollection. Okay, and then the last is variation. The teacher, after reading the passage, distributes a handout with keywords from the paragraph as cues for students. And then the second is grammatical transformation task. The tasks are change the tenses in a paragraph, change full form of verbs to reduce forms, and then change statement to yes or no or WH question, and then change question into statements, combine 2 sentences into one using a relative pronoun, and then change from active to passive voice. Yeah, change from active to passive voice. And the third is picture cue task. Short sentences, a drawing of some simple action is shown, and then text taker writes a brief sentence. At the book page 227, yeah, at the Douglas Brown language assessment principle and classroom practices. And then the second is picture description using the preposition on, over, under, next to, around to describe as in a picture. And then the last is picture sequence description, a sequence of 3 to 6 pictures depicting a storyline can provide a suitable stimulus for a written task. And then vocabulary assessment task. The major techniques used to assess vocabulary are A, dividing, and B, using a word in a sentence. And then the fifth is ordering task. Reordering words in a sentence. For example, cold winter is weather in this. So rearrange or reordering, yeah? And then studying what you are. And then next, clock, blah, blah, blah. So you must arrange the word into a sentence. Okay, the sixth is short answer and sentence completion task. For example, what's that? And then blah, 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 China. Where's she from? Blah, 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 Italy. So the test taker should complete the blank space here, yeah, with the answer. And then next, the fifth is issues in assessing responsive and extensive writing. Okay, the genre of text here are short reports or responses to the reading of an article or story, and then writers become involved in encompassing real writing as opposed to display writing. For example, authenticity. The assessment is typically formative, not summative, and then positive watchback is more important than practicality and reliability. And the second is scoring. Not only the form, but also the function of the text is important in evaluation. And the third is time. Responsive writing, along with the extensive writing, realize the essential drafting process for its ultimate success. And then, this is the sixth, designing assessment task for responsive and extensive writing. Okay, the first is paraphrasing. It is to say something in one's own words. It can avoid plagiarizing and over some variety in expression. Scoring is judged by how the text taker conveys the same or similar message with grammar and vocabulary as secondary evaluation. And then the second is guided question and answer. Okay, the test administrator poses a series of questions which serve as an outline of the emergent written text. This is the example, guided reading stimuli. Where did this story take place? So it kind of setting, and then who were the people in the story, about character, yeah, and then the other. And then the third is paragraph construction task. Assessment of paragraph development task takes on the following form. The first is topic sentence writing. The second is topic development within a paragraph. And then the third is development of main and supporting ideas across paragraphs. And the fourth is strategic option, include of attending to task and then attending to the genre. Just like report summaries of reading lectures, videos, response to reading lectures or video, narration, description, and etc. Okay, the seven is test of written English or TWE. Test of written English is a standardized test, okay? It's kind of standardized test of writing ability and has gained a reputation as well-respected measure of written English. And then the TWE is a time impromptu test in which test takers are under a 30-minute time limit and are not able to prepare ahead of time. And then the sample of TWE topic is, some people say that the best preparation for life is learning to work with others and be cooperative. Others take the opposite view and say that learning to be competitive is the best preparation. Discuss this position using concrete example of both. Tell which one you agree with and explain why. Now, this is the example of TWE topic. And then 6 steps to maximize success on TWE. The first is carefully identify the topic. Plan your supporting ideas in the introductory paragraph, and then write effective supporting paragraphs, and then restate your position and summarize in the concluding paragraph. And the last is edit sentence structure and rhetorical expression. The 8 is scoring methods for responsive and extensive writing. 3 major approaches to scoring writing performance. The first is holistic, the second is primary trait, and then the last or the third is analytical. What is holistic? Okay, a single score is assigned to an essay. And then primary trait, the achievement of the primary purpose or trait of an essay is the only factor rate. And then analytical, the written text is broken down into a number of subcategories. For example, organization and also grammar. And each subcategory gets a separate rating. Okay, this kind of advantages of holistic scoring. The advantages of holistic scoring is fast evaluation or high inter-reader reliability, or easily interpreted by lay persons, or emphasize the writer's strength or applicability to writing, and then across many different disciplines. And then the disadvantages are no diagnostic information or not equally well applied to all genre, and or training in readers or one score only. The second is primary trait scoring. If the purpose or function of an essay is to persuade the reader to do something, the score for the writing would rise or fall on the accomplishment of that function. And then organization, supporting details, fluency, syntactic variety, and other features will also be evaluated. And then the advantages of primary trait scoring is focused on function. The function is to persuade the reader to do something. Okay. And the last is analytic scoring. Okay, classroom evaluation of learning is best served through analytic scoring. Brown and Paley in 1984 designed an analytic scoring scale that specified 5 major categories and 5 different levels in each category, ranging from unacceptable to excellent. From unacceptable to excellent. And then 5 categories are organization, logical development of ideas, grammar, punctuation, or spelling, or mechanics, and then style of equality of expression. And then analytic scoring offers more watchback and help to call the writer's attention to problems areas, but it requires more time for teachers to attend to details within each of the categories. Okay. For content is 30, organization 20. This is how to score, yeah? And then vocabulary 20, syntax 25, mechanic 5, and then the total all of them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories is 100. All right, that's all that we can talk in chapter 9. I hope that you also read the book, Language Assessment, Principle, and Classroom Practices from H. Douglas Brown. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you so much for watching this video and see you on the next video. I'm Miss Ira. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.